Will you make me sound like Mariah Carey?
I can.
Okay.
I've actually got a plug-in that can make me sound like Blood Clot Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
All right. That's the only sound effect for this podcast. Now, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about, has parenting gone down in today's society? I feel it has.
It's in the mud.
I feel there's some lazy parents that just want to post on social media and not look after their youths. Parents are not even cooking for their youths. They just put everything in the oven.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Man say they don't even care about their youth's nutrition. Crazy stuff. Craziness going on out here. Can you believe, like, you actually have a child and you're not concerned for what they're consuming in their body, you know? You know, like, certain times when I was young, you're like, you know, like, it's not like, you see, like, my parents, like, say, for example, you ask, you know, you want a McDonald's or you want something, yeah. Sometimes you might think, oh, yeah, no, they're saying, yeah, the rice is at home, yeah, but it's because the rice is better for you, bro. You get it? Like, they're not just like one of them parents where, yeah, I'm going to feed you McDonald's, like, every 2 seconds, and then when you get to a teenager now, you're, oh, big. Oh, I don't feed you at all because, man, like, you see what you say, man's heard a couple cases of of kids going hungry and that, bro. Like, you're wondering why the youth's malnourished. It's not even funny, bro. Like, but it's
so why are you laughing?
But, bro, because I can't believe that people have to go through that. I'm not the one laughing. I'm not laughing, bro, but it's just, I can't believe, like, it's like when I see stuff like that, it's like, how, bro? How are you as a person, yeah, like, as a human being, like, and like, how could you see your child, like your own child, go through that? I don't know, innit? People are different, innit? Some people don't care, innit? Because they're just, their mindset, yeah, it's like they don't understand what it is to be a parent. Like, they don't, you know, like the weight that comes with being a parent. Some people are parents, but they're not parents, if you get what I'm saying. Like, their mind is not at where it needs to be in terms of, yeah, alright, cool, like where I'm going with my child. Like, you know, the whole process in raising a child, yeah, is making sure they have good character and, like, they know about the world. Some parents, like I said, they don't even know that for themselves, bro. You get it? Like, they don't even know that for themselves. They're still finding out. So, bro, what do you mean? There's a lot of people having... Why is people sleeping around bareback? Having raw... What's the point? They're doing the raw dogging, bro. Raw.
Yeah.
Raw, fam.
Pause for that, man.
Such a specific
Do you
position.
ever think that maybe because they have bad parents in the beginning and then they don't...
No, that is a... No, you know, no, you know what it is? Some people... That is a cause as well, because some people parent based off of what they went through, innit? So it's like some people had bad parents, so they themselves are bad parents. But then again, you can always say you can have bad parents, but that can push you. You having a bad parent could be the deciding factor, yeah, to make you be a better parent, because you know, like, for example, even like my pops and my granddad, bro. My granddad was wicked with it, bro. Some of the things my dad used to tell my dad, and he said not like his dad, but then you know what? My dad, some of the things that, like, for example, my dad, he wouldn't do certain things because he said, nah, that's what my pops, I won't do that because I know, he knows already, like, that he shouldn't have been doing that. So it makes him a better, where some people, they absorb it and it's like, they put it back out there. So instead of them saying, yeah, let me better and get rid of that out of our parenting, because you inherit your parenting from your parents. Do you get it? Like, you inherit that. How your parents raised you is how you will know to raise, because you're going to be thinking, when you parent, even if you don't consciously think of it, subconsciously when you do things, like, in terms of parenting, it's going to be how you saw what your parent done to you. Like, so, like, certain disciplines and certain things, you would parent your youth like this because that's how your parent parented you. Do you get it? Like, but obviously, some people don't know how to do that. You get me? They're just lazy slobs of people. You get me? They don't deserve the pick me them, fam. They don't deserve it, but you get me, fam. Your child is your child, innit?
Drink it.
Back that, man.
What's good?
Back the whole thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't making...
Pause, man.
I hear what you're saying. Huh?
No.
You didn't even have to pause that still.
There was no pause there, bro. But
that was appropriate. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's very appropriate.
I'm playing games. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, P.
No, bro, there's a lot of, you know what? Okay, but you know what, yeah? When you look at people, yeah, who've had kids, yeah, and say, cool, is parenting declining, yeah, you have to understand that a lot of let's say, powers and ways of parenting, yeah, it's not the same no more as it was, let's say, for example, in my parents' generation and that. Do you get me? Certain things you try to, let's say, deem as parenting. Now, you've got other authorities coming in that feel the need that they can overpower you and your child, you know, because of what they deem as... Because, cool, you see, ethnic people, you understand the discipline, fam. You know certain things like, yo, I'm gonna like, if you're doing foolishness, man, whooping your ass, bro. Like, you're doing foolishness, yeah. Whereas when you come over here, like, for example, the way their style of parenting is different. And man, they will let their kids just shout at them and if, oh yeah, he's just being angry and that's the way of him expressing himself. What? You better, bro, where I was parented, you better learn it. I don't care how you feel. You need to learn how to control that way of expressing yourself. Don't, because it's like, cool. If you let, as an example of parenting, if you let your child, yeah, feel every time they are angry, they can shout at you and da-da-da. You are their parent, so you're their first role model of person before they meet people and around people. So if they have that becomes a normal thing, how do you think they're gonna act out towards other people outside, like in the outside world? Because their first parent, because you see certain things you don't do because you subconsciously know, alright, cool, yeah, my parent has drilled that into me. Yeah, you don't act like that. You don't do that. You get it, like, you know it. Like, whereas some people, like I said, they don't even see that. Oh, he's just being angry. And then when my man grows up and then he's just getting angry, spazzing out at his teachers because he's never ever like, let's say for example, he goes into an environment where now him getting angry, like let's say at school or something, the teacher tries to discipline him and he's gonna get angry. And then how is he gonna react to the teacher? Because his first line of authority, which is his parents, would allow him to act like that. Do you get it? So deep it. How would you, a person who's not even your parent, you trying to be authoritative over you or discipline you? How are you gonna listen? Why would you listen to them? Think about it. Why would you even listen to them? If you think about it, if your parent allowed you to talk to them anyhow and deal with you, like let you deal with them anyhow, yeah, why would you listen to any other figure out there in terms of discipline or behavior things? You wouldn't, because your parent, you get away with it with your parents, like. And like I say, man, some people, they don't understand, like, you're setting, like, you know what, being a parent, you're imprinting, yeah, the way of how you're gonna function. Essentially, yeah, when you're parenting, you're imprint. That's what you do. That's what your job as a parent is. So what your purpose in parent should be is that I want my child to be imprinted in the right way, in the best way. So it's like, to be rude, they don't grow up to be a dickhead. Do you get it? Like so it's like they know how to function around people, they know how to carry themselves. You know, like we've all had a person where, you know, like you got a certain person, they just don't know how to carry themselves in, like they don't know how to carry themselves in certain environments and that, and you're like, they've all you know, oh yeah, and you're like, yeah, oh yeah, like, and you're like they don't know how to carry themselves, but you're like, crawl, like you might have known them from way back, and you're like, yeah, they've always been like that, like, and it stems from, like, cool, maybe some people, it's literally down to their personality. You can't always blame everything, because some people have good parents, but the individual, because the individual, you have to remember, yeah. A person's personality is them, yeah. So certain things don't apply. Like if a person is naturally going to be, let's say, an unruly person, and that is them, yeah. No matter how much parenting it is, because they are themselves. You get me? It's like, it's whether your personality. It's whether it's one of them personalities where it allows other people to imprint on you. Because like I say, everyone is different. Some people, like I say, they're just arrogant. They grow up, but they don't listen to nothing. Like, no matter how much you discipline. Some people, discipline makes them rebel more. You get me? Like, everyone's different, innit? Everyone reacts to different styles of parenting and disciplining them things differently, innit? Yeah, but my thing is, I'm saying a lot of parenting should be checked. I'm not gonna lie.
There's no balance. It's either you're too strict or you're too, what's the word? You're too liberal with your youths, man. You give them anything they want, man. You're giving them iPhone and letting them jump on social media and all them idiot things there, man. So
yeah, there's
no balance.
No, but when you say no balance, yeah, it's like, it's not that there's no balance. It's because certain institutions now are they are taking the balance, bro. Because it's like, if you look at the way society's run, yeah, they don't even want parents really even parenting their children no more, bro. They want the schools parenting and educating their children, bro. So the school, you're basically getting your imprinting now from school because you get me. They control the whole agenda of what you learn.
Can I interject?
Yeah, go on.
This is all great. I love this. It's great. Don't we think that it's the responsibility of the parent to override what they are trying to do?
100%.
100.
But you know what it is? That's what I'm saying about.
Well, parents don't check what
but this is what I'm saying. Some
learning until
so
someone until your youth says, "Oh, I'm learning about sex in school," and then parents moving mad. But you don't check what your child's learning.
Because you see, it's like a parent will base what they think what their child is learning. Yeah, they're gonna base it off what they learn. You get me? But what's happening now is that's changing. And what a lot of parents, like I say, if you just grow up with the whole thing where I'm not really concerned for, like I say, they're not really concerned for what your child is actually consuming. Mm-hmm. That includes school. Yeah, because some people like, what did you certain parents take the time. What did you learn today at school? What did you do? I done this, and this is how you will get that information out of it. Where some people are, you done school at cool, yeah. This like there's not that is there, so you won't even know. And like I say, certain characteristics that parents might experience, their child learned it from school, but it's like, alright, cool. You might not have known when they learned that or where they got it from, because it's like, come on, as a parent, as normal life, they might be busy, they might be working, and that's why I say what I was saying earlier about the whole because they're like making everyone have to be so busy. They kind of want everyone to like push their kids here towards, alright, cool. You're at school, you're learning, you're more concerned about working, paying the bills, and then you ain't got you haven't because think about how people's schedules are now. Yeah, they're literally. I was even saying that they will even initiate some grant. Yeah, to help work. You know, like if you've had a kid and you're working and you want to work now, give you extra time to leave your kids and stuff. And I said, bro, you lot literally instead of making so they've got more time to raise their kids, bro. I'd say nah. We'll give you more time to go to work, yeah, and we'll focus more on raising your kids, bro. Cause as I say, the kids. That is the most vital point, because that's literally how you set the mentality of, let's say, the next generation. So that's why I personally believe that they don't care about parents really raising their kids and this and that. Because like, look how quick they are to interject here with like kids and stuff and that. And I'm thinking certain things. I'm like, you don't like. This doesn't need your interjection, but because of one thing now, yeah, you feel like you can just intervene because it's like, bro, anyone that's like, for example, social services, yeah, anyone that has social services, you don't once you get one thing, yeah, like they can question you basically. They'll always be questioning you on anything that happens, any occurrence, and sometimes I'm like, bro, it's like, who gave you the right? It's your kid, bro. Who gave you the right, bro? It's like certain things I get you need it, but then I'm saying certain things, situations I'm thinking, bro, this is just normal, their own personal life and day to day. But you're intervening because because this one incident happened, and now because this incident's happened once, yeah, we are now entitled to interject any time. I said, no, like. Why are you allowed to do that? I said, no, it's unless, like, the only time there should be interjection is when you know, like, yeah, there's clear, like, yeah, they're not looking after their child. Because, like, again, we go and you see, like you say, some people are not parenting their kids right, but you don't see, they still have their kids, fam. You don't see that no interject, you don't see nothing. And then you see there's people who are trying to do their thing, but then because of them interjection, it's like everything becomes more difficult. So... But yeah, so like the whole parenting thing is a very sticky one. Like it's a very sticky, a lot of variables in it.
But people interject because of safeguarding. They teach safeguarding in schools more commonly than they did when we were younger.
Well, it's not doing nothing for the youth though.
So now, like you see, like my mum, she works in a school, and if you see like a kid wear like the same shirt for the whole week, you kind of just note it down. Like, okay. Like, not just the same shirt, like, say it's the same dirty jumper that you saw on, like, Wednesday. But you know, like, the kids have more uniform than that.
Well, if she has money issues, doesn't mean she's a bad parent.
No, but you have to note it down as safeguarding, because it's like, okay, why is that? And then if you see, like, their shoes aren't, like, say their shoes have holes in them or whatever, you have to note it down as safeguarding. You speak to the parents first.
What do you do to safeguard?
They need to relax.
But you speak to the parents first about the situation. If you don't see an improvement from it, then it goes further.
But
if you see improvement from it,
you see what I mean? No, but look, live proof of what I'm talking about. Like, bro, mind your business, bro.
Exactly.
Like, mind your business, bro. If the child is not physically hurt or saying, oh, I'm going through this, or there's nothing wrong with them. What? Because I got a hole in my shoe, bro. Like, yeah, we ain't got money around here, bro. We come from struggle. What? Like,
Hi, Mrs.
why does that
William.
give you? Because it's like, what are you gonna give me? It's like, what you interjected? Are you going to give me the extra money so he can get these things?
But that's what they do it for. To see if there's ways to help you.
It's an idiot thing.
And to see if there's ways that they can make it maybe a little bit easier for you to manage certain things.
Ah, man, before
That's why.
But you have
It's
to
not
think about
entirely.
it this way, yeah. Like, imagine it is a monetary issue with the family, right? And if the school have noted it down, you know, this child looks like they're in a spot of trouble. Let's just note it down. It doesn't mean that they're calling the government to come with the van today. It just means that they need to keep an eye on the situation, because it might be something that is a mad thing, and sometimes it actually turns out to be a mad thing.
No, I don't discredit that.
So it's just like you seeing somebody moving shifty and saying, obviously, I know they're not doing a mad thing, but they look shifty. So let me just keep an eye on that situation. It might be nothing.
That's why sometimes the
might be
interjecting
something.
is needed.
I never said it wasn't
Even in
needed.
domestic
Because now
situations.
you've saved the child from a serious situation.
No,
it's not always
or-
about being
my fault.
nosy.
No, but I hear that.
Better yet.
It is still.
Better yet. No, better yet. We always, and yes, there's very bad connotations about the way that schools deal with situations and people in like this year. But we have to remember that sometimes they actually reach out financially to the family or point them in a direction of help.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's not just to watch them over
No,
to
but
say,
that's
oh,
good
that's
interjection.
bad parenting, because it could be it's the whole family that's going through it. It's not the parent abusing the child. So they could be like, look, you know, you get them support teachers or an actual teacher or someone that works there that's gonna pull the mum to the side on a hush hush thing and give her a little card, or just say dial this number. They'll help you. You don't even need to explain your situation. Do you know
It's
what I
when
mean?
you see
Like,
it consistently, like, so say you've seen it for like a month and nothing's changed. That's when social services would get involved, because now it's become more of like a high risk thing. It's like, okay, why is the child still coming to school like this? We had a meeting about this and the kid's still looking like this.
it's wild.
We gave you options. You haven't used any of these options. Why?
So then you're going to call social services.
But say the parent's sitting there, nails done, hair done, makeup on, but your kid looks like this.
Yeah, then you need to call social still.
Oh, obviously that
I'll
makes
sing
sense.
to social still, but
Man said man was singing, blood.
But most things I'm not gonna go. Oh, Miss Williams,
Got a
why is your
truth
child
teller.
wearing the same clothes? Like, come on, man.
I don't
You're
know.
gonna embarrass
But
yourself.
you'd have to
Still.
question
Don't know about the
them
truth telling, man.
on it.
What?
You'd
wouldn't
have to
sing.
question them.
That's a bit much.
Why?
If you see it consistently, okay, so say a kid, say like how old's a kid in year 2? Like 5? Something like that.
5 or
Y'all have
7,
kids,
one
not
of
me.
them.
6.
Right,
I
something
don't
like
know,
that.
man. I forgot.
Okay, well, anyway, and say they've done painting in school, whatever,
Yeah.
or like the kids spilt food on them.
Yeah.
And the following week, so this happened Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've noticed it for the whole week. This kid's still wearing the same jumper that has this stain on it. You're thinking, okay.
So we should not have no
whatever.
washing machine or the
Then-
electricity cut out.
Okay, but
do
then
we
the
do?
following week, they've still got on the same thing, but now you're noticing that looks like the same shirt that they were wearing last week.
Because
too.
maybe the hand wash
But
didn't bang. Who knows?
Right,
I don't
no,
know.
but that's what I'm saying. But now you've noted it down
bro.
because you're looking at it like,
Laundry
Okay, that
expensive,
doesn't
you know.
Exactly. Laundry's expensive, you know. It's like £10. Huh?
A man said the hand wash didn't bang it.
No, sometimes the hand wash don't bang, though.
It's just an example. But say this
And
is now
as well, they're acting
continued
like
for the
uniform
month.
is free, bro. Uniform ain't free.
No, of course not. But say this is now continued for the month. Of course, you're gonna have to bring it up, and you'll most likely have a meeting about it. Because
listen,
you
man.
say week 2, you've had a meeting about it, and the parents gone, oh yeah, the washing machine's on the fritz, whatever. They brushed it off. Like, oh yeah, they'll be fine next week. Don't worry. Sorry about that. Okay. 3rd week now, and they're still looking the same.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
sticky
nah.
one
But
still.
the mum looks fine, or the
No,
dad
that's
That's what
looks
I'm
fine,
saying.
and you're
And
thinking,
how you said about electricity and all
Okay.
that. Imagine, you see the mum in the playground waiting for the youth and she's on her phone. How did you charge your phone? There's no electricity in your house. What's going on?
brand new iPhone.
Why are
14
you
in
even using your
hands.
phone like you're on the internet? How are you connected to an internet? Who are you paying? You chose
You
to
lot got
connect
me down with that one
social
still.
Alright,
instead of feeding your or cleaning your eat. Come on.
It might be
What's going on?
It might be a generational curse in it. She just wasn't shown how to do
Not a
laundry.
generational nothing.
You can't always use generational curse.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's not a generational nothing. I'm not gonna
can't.
lie. It's just people that beat someone thinking that situation was gonna be different. Yeah? And they're not responsible people in the first place, blood. And now they have to raise a whole human.
It's a big responsibility, isn't it?
This is why I'm not a parent.
And they're hanging on to the fact that no, I still need to live my life because I'm young and life is fun and I shouldn't be held down just because I got a youth and all them kind of things there. But it's like no one said you can't live your life and that, but you got a whole,
You got
a big responsibility here.
You need to
priorities,
adjust
man.
that. What do you
You know
mean?
what I'm
Your
saying?
life, your
This
life,
is the issue.
life
The
changes.
responsibility. When you start seeing, like, you see, I see certain parents on their phone on wherever they are. They'll be yapping, you know. They've been watching their youth. Youth's just throwing things and that, like, just causing havoc on other people. This parent is just oblivious. Or maybe they're not even oblivious. Like, they just don't
Your
care.
child
Like,
gets kicked.
and I'm just like, blood, like, what? The fuck is this? This is the same parent that's gonna complain when the youth starts talking about shut up. All of them ones slamming doors and that, breaking plates in the kitchen and all these kind of situations.
that is craziness, man.
Yeah.
What, breaking plates?
Yeah, that
What,
is-
have you broken a plate in your house before?
Yeah, but now I have a temper.
No,
tantrum.
no.
I'm
You've
just
broken a
clumsy.
plate.
I haven't.
Oh yeah, clumsy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you meant on
broken it.
purpose. I was
No,
thinking-
but I thrown
you
a
went,
temper tantrum.
you went and smashed the
at
plate.
13.
No.
okay, I mean you.
I wasn't allowed to go out. And I just stood at the top of the stairs and I
What did you do?
screamed.
You
And
slammed
I
the
was
door?
just there. Nah, mate, I threw a whole temper tantrum at 13.
Everyone slammed the door though, man.
I was like, no,
sorry,
I couldn't dare
I didn't
slam
slam
that
any
door. You
doors.
mad? My
I
mum would have
didn't
been
slam no
outside
doors.
that door
I
and
slammed bare
booted it
doors,
down.
My mum did boot a
no.
door down once to get at me. Yeah, she booted the bathroom door down like that, and that's a serious door.
That's not
And she
a whole
got me.
rock.
Yeah, she got me, man. It was crazy.
Oh, you couldn't escape out the window?
What? Listen, man. I mean, I could, but the shock was froze me. I was like, what the fuck? There's no more hinges.
Oh,
Yeah, that was some serious shit. But yeah, you can't be slamming doors in your house, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, don't do that. It's not good,
My
man.
sister used to slam doors all the time, and then she'd catch them beats, and it'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's not
that's
worth
on
it,
you.
man.
No one told you slam the door."
Yeah, man.
Not worth
Behave.
canings.
Hold that whooping.
What you used to have to do is you go and slam the door, but then you go. So you got most of the frustration out, but then you just.
I used to do it because I know it would wind up my mum.
You're just one of them.
Man, what do you
white,
mean,
black
fam?
youths,
What do you mean, bro?
Yeah,
You're slamming doors. You're slamming doors.
I'm a white
How
black
can you be
youth.
slamming?
No, you're
How
an
can
actual white
look,
black
look.
youth.
And this
No,
is
it's natural to
this
you.
is the illusion.
This guy is living a lie
What lie, man?
because I knew it would
Bro.
go.
That's when I was a youth. I don't do that anymore, man. Come on, man.
I'm
I've
sure
grown
you
up.
don't.
Man. I was a teenager, man.
You were a teenager and you
I
were
was
there
going
slamming
through-
doors.
I was going through a rebellious stage in my puberty.
Listening to Linkin Park.
Emo.
Yeah, man.
A mad thing.
What? I had nothing to do
He's
with it.
listening to sad rock.
No, I used to watch certain
Slamming
TV
doors.
shows by
I
certain
know, but let me ask
demographics.
you a question
What
though.
TV shows was that?
You know them shows by the certain demographics that shout at their mum and slam the door when they get told
Told
off.
you,
So
see? Screw you, mom. I'm old enough to do what I want.
it's got nothing to do with rock.
You guys, slam. I'm never coming back here again.
What do you mean? I had the bag packed by the door. I'm leaving. I'm running away.
No,
Don't
these
you
are the
care?
violent.
I'm sorry, I'm
These are
reliving
violent.
shows. Nah, I'm thinking of Trouble and shit. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Somewhere
them
else.
shows.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, but the illusion, the illusion is
Get to the end of the roads. I'm hungry.
Kids feeling so liberated where it's like, you're doing all that, so you're slamming doors, but do you pay bills, bro? Do you even pay for anything in the yard to be slamming that door, bro?
Because I still try to slam a door now, and my mum turns around to me like, "Do you pay bills?" And I'm like, "Well, actually, I contribute." So
Slamming
can I
doors
not
was
slam
never
a
an
door?
option, whether you pay bills or not.
You can't be
No,
slamming.
but no, as a child, yeah, you don't think about it, but it's like,
You're not
bro,
thinking
that's
about it. You're
it's
just
not even
thinking-
your door. I like because you feel like, unless this is what's mad, because you're entitled to say this is your yard and this is that, but you have to respect one thing, you know. Remember that this is yours because of the
your
person who you're excited. You get it? Like,
Yeah.
you always have to hold that and remember, like, where everything you got is because when you're that age, yeah, you're not an adult. Like, it's not like you're a big adult and you're getting, no, you're a kid. Like, so it's like for you to feel like, yeah, I'm gonna vent my anger, I'm just gonna slam the door, and you like you said, you knew it whined your mum. It's disrespectful. And everyone should know. Like it should be common knowledge in it that you being told you can't do something and slamming a door. You should know that should be common knowledge in it. That should be common knowledge.
All I know is anyone that I know that was a consistent door slammer in their house, like consistent. And this is no disrespect to any situation out here, but your discipline regime was clearly different to mine. Because if I had slammed the door once, I would have been shown something that I would have never wanted to ever experience again. And that would have made me... You see slamming doors. I would have even caught the door by accident. I didn't slam it. And then, like, you know what I mean? You just catch the beating anyway. My sister used
to blame it on the wind.
Yeah,
her window would be closed.
My window's never open. I have no excuse. And my doors are hard to slam. You have to really give your all, you know what I mean? You have to hold on to the handle and slam it. Like, so I'm not on none of that. And I believe that as a parent, if you're allowing your child to do that shit and you're not saying nothing and you're just moving like they're your friend,
foolishness,
then you're the problem. You're an enabler.
Yeah,
and you're the problem. So don't complain when they break your window or.
You know what? One thing, let me show you. You know, one legendary saying that my dad used to say to me, and when I was young, I never ever used to get why he would always say this. Certain things, like I ask him, "What you doing?" He'll be like, "You think me and you size?" That's all his response was, you know. You think me and you size? Like, try to ask the question. You think me and you size? Like, it's like, bro. Even if you go, why is he do that? But it's like, bro. It's like G-checking, like, bro, you're you. But this is not none of your business yet. It's not none of your business, fam. So it's like, don't be trying to be butting into big people business, bro. Like, and that's just one thing. It's like, why does he always say that? Then as you get older, you understand. It's like, if my youth was to come to me, hey, yo, you don't need to be like, if man's having certain convos or two, that is none of your business, bro. Like, you don't need and it's just I don't know what it is. It grounds you, bro. Like, it makes you understand, like, cool, certain things, like, cool.
Humbles you.
It gets you humbles, like, because certain people, like I said, they've got a strange sense of entitlement, and it comes from these little things, you know.
It just comes from being allowed to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These little things to being like, you get me? Because no one was there to ground you and say, yo, like, yeah, you think, I can do this, and then you grow up older thinking, and then when you do it and it somehow gets you into some sort of trouble, it's either you learn then or you keep doing it. You know when I hear parents discipline their child and they say please. What do you mean?
Sometimes I just feel like going up to that parent and saying, do you need some discipline yourself?
But what do you mean
crazy? Please? How can you be disciplined, showing your child their form of discipline, and you're asking them? You're basically telling your child, I don't really know what I'm doing, but please, can you just do this, please? It's a waste, man. This is a human being. They can read you.
I saw a parent with their toddler, and this kid was kicking off, and the parent was just like, well, what we'll do when we go? What we'll do when we go? What we'll do?
Bare reasoning.
I'm throwing you in that car, so you better shut up.
You know what I'm saying?
Before I crash this car and kill the pair of us because you're screaming and you're all up in my ear. I just stood there and watched, like.
Listen, I don't think parents should be scared to discipline the child. I know what the government blah 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 blah, but people are using this as an excuse now. You can still discipline your child. You can still reprimand your child. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all this is like, people are just moving wild. Like the air is gonna discipline. Don't leave no school to discipline your child. Your child spends most of their awake day in school. So just think about it that way. How much influence are you really getting in their life if whenever they're around you, there's no influence of discipline? The only people that's disciplining them is Mrs. What's her name and head teacher What's his name and blah blah blah.
Teachers don't even really discipline anymore.
They don't, but those are the only people that's shouting at them that they're not supposed to do anything bad around. They have to fix up when the teacher comes. But when they go home, the parents too busy talking to what's going on to how you mean. And looking at how you mean and watching them idiot them, that there's no, just go and play your thing. Give them the phone, give them the iPad. Go and be distracted. I don't want to discipline you. Just distract yourself. Here you go.
Mum used to threaten us with the police when we didn't listen, and she just had enough. She used to have this imaginary police officer called PC Riley, and my sister and I were frigging PC Riley, but we were just frigging terrified.
That's mad.
And all it was my dad on the phone. That's all it was.
You actually spoke to PC Riley.
Yeah. And we used to be shook. And it was like,
Your
God, we were
mum's
some
old.
stupid ass kids. How we don't know that was my dad's voice?
You believed everything.
Yeah, but it was just
Your mum's
like...
hard.
I never fell for that.
Because she should pull that. That was
Because
hard.
even sometimes she'd get my dad to like go out or whatever. And obviously, because we're being bad and we're listening on the phone, and then all you'd hear at the door is... And they'd be like, oh my God, this is it. This is
you
how we
lot are
die.
different.
No,
People,
Mate.
I don't even want to say words.
No, I got beats as a
Demographics.
kid, but sometimes my mum was like, you know what?
That's deep.
I'm not even trying to scream at you.
I rate what they did.
Trauma.
Here we
But how
go.
did you believe this?
I don't know. My sister and I were stupid. We used to believe that dinosaurs were still around when we were younger. Like, my parents used to threaten us with that.
What? When you were alive?
They see if we were bad in the
Fucking
car and
hell,
we're driving
man.
past like Epping, yeah? My parents would put the window down and say the Raptors were going to get us, and they'd be like, oh my God. You see, we tried this shit on my brother and sister and they didn't believe it for a minute.
Shan.
And we
They're
just sat
smart.
there like, wow. We were some stupid ass
crazy.
kids.
Gullible.
This is crazy.
We were more than gullible. Boy, we were stupid.
This is crazy.
Like,
I don't even have a sound effect. I do. That's funny. I heard it.
so no stumble.
It was hilarious. It was appropriate, but
But it got the job done with us.
I mean, hey,
Sometimes it weren't even about the beats. No. Just threaten us with PC.
yeah, no,
That's it, mate. It was like,
yeah. You don't always have to get beats.
Yeah, that's not the only way of discipline.
Because I don't really, I
no,
don't
but some
actually
parents
beat my
believe
kids.
like,
but-
oh, I don't want to hit my kids. So, okay.
Nah, I'm not
Well,
on this. I
kids.
don't want to, because if it's going down in Chinatown,
is not effective.
You know what I'm saying? But
No,
did
but
you
some
say it's
people
not
just believe
effective?
that.
It's not.
What do you mean?
My mum used to hit me all the time and I still unruly, so.
Nah, you weren't getting hit though. You know what I mean, you were
That's
getting
what I
hit.
mean, you weren't
were-
getting
like,
hit.
it was.
I dodged the hit still.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man said, I was Neo. Man said,
I just want to say that. I say, man, take
Major
it
syndrome
Neo, you
hits,
know.
bro, man.
Like,
My
'cause
mum didn't know what to do.
certain man used to tell me about the kind of beast they're gonna. I used to tell them, your parents didn't actually beat you. That's nothing. You got flesh wounds, cuz. Man got tactical assassinations, cuz.
No, but Tuesday I played on when my parents split up. I was like, my dad's not about, so you can't really do nothing to me. You can't really call him to tell him, so I used to play on it, man. I was like, I'm really you, man.
Screw you, mom.
Can't do nothing. Yeah, I was like, oh, if you hit me, I'm gonna call them Just Frank or what's them? You know them people that you can call,
I
man.
said just Frank.
Or whoever them
for
people.
drugs.
No, them Childline. Yeah, I said,
Man said, talk to Frank. That's
yeah,
what
talk
man
to Frank.
said.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Childline. Hit me then.
Are
Go
you
on.
sick and tired of being sick and
That's
tired?
why your mum weren't. She weren't giving you the how you mean, fam. Man,
She dared me
how you mean.
to do it, and I did it, and then I had some mad family meeting still.
the mad family meeting.
Yeah, my sister friend called Childline on my mum.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And my mum sat there and gave her the number. Go on then.
You need to relax.
That's crazy, man.
She did.
No, she was chicken.
She should have done it, man. Your mum would have
She
been
thought
shit.
about the consequences and she thought, damn, I'm going to die before they come here. If I do this.
Your mum would have been
What
shit.
the heck?
No, I'm
My mum just
joking.
said to her, yeah, you think you got such a bad life? Here you go.
Hey
Call
man. Hey man, I'm looking across
Yeah,
this.
man.
Yeah, my mum did that. Yeah, she did that one time. I called them then. Called them. Alright, cool. I took the number and I called them.
Yeah, man, you're out of order.
She told me to do it
You
and I
could have
did it.
fucked up your whole family dynamic with
Outrageous.
that
Nah,
one
my aunts got
call.
onto me. I got calls from Nigeria. I was like, oh, rah, I messed up, man. Then she started crying.
I'm
Then-
surprised your
that's
auntie
when I was
gets
like,
sent back.
that's when I was like, oh, I messed up, man.
I mean, like, oh, yeah.
No, but if someone tells me to do something, yeah, back in the day, I would have done it.
What do you mean, fam? You was a sheep.
No,
Clearly.
no, but if someone's trying to like think
Someone
I'm
told
man's,
you jump,
I
you
watch
said,
something, I'm gonna do it.
What do you mean?
So someone told you to stand on the edge of like a building. You,
Not
and then they
now,
called you a
obviously not
wuss.
now.
No, but when you was younger and they called you a wuss,
No,
you do
because
it.
I don't like that stigma of saying, oh, you're a wuss or you're a wimp or man.
So you was one of them mans that was always outside, but when you got home, you'd all take it out
No.
on your Marge
No,
Yeah.
I was just a rebellious soul.
He was a yes man.
No, I wasn't here.
outside.
I was a rebellious soul inside and outside.
Because inside, if you was, then you probably wouldn't have been slamming doors and trying to get at your mum back being
Smart,
the
she
boss
just-
and that.
She just didn't know what to do.
Didn't know what to do.
It's only when my uncles were there, then I couldn't do nothing in it.
I was about to ask you that, you know. I wanted to ask you that a little while back. I said, well, you didn't have no uncles, because personally speaking, yeah, if you was my nephew, I'd have to put you in a headlock, fam. Speaking, but I just grab her. I would have just come up, calling you in the room, just doof, 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 like pattern up, bro, fam. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's what my dog's like to his, my cousin still.
Bro, that would have doofed.
My dad would just move to everybody. But it's not a move to, but yeah.
Doofing him up. Doofing him up, bro.
Trust me.
This is why there needs to be 2-parent households.
See, I wasn't that rebellious.
It should always be a 2-parent household. That's just there's.
It's the way it was designed.
But listen, let's not get it twisted because 2-parent households ain't always. You know what I mean? We have to. Where it starts is people need to get with the right people. That's where it friggin' starts with, because you can have 2 people and loads of kids, but those 2 people might not have even.
But if you say there's people in opera, innit? People are saying you're policing them. So what can we do?
What do you mean? What?
Oh, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me how to live my life. I can do what I want.
What do you mean, like children?
No, like people saying, if you say to someone like, get with the right partner.
Yeah. Oh,
don't sleep with any Tom, Dick, and Harry and have kids.
Look, I'm not saying that. Look, I'm
saying that
for
still.
the fornicators, I hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lot are doing what you're doing, but I'm talking about the people that are actually looking to be in something. Doesn't it make sense to not? Because a lot of people are settling at the stage of infatuation, right? A lot of people get really into someone and it gets heavy, and it may stay heavy for a while because there's still illusions to the relationship, but you know so much about the person that you feel like you can give in, right? And then they fall at that stage. Some people will just get pregnant. Some people will get into that serious lock very quickly, or whatever the situation is. And before it's too late, or after it's too late, or whatever the fuck that saying is, they realize, I don't really like you. I might love you, but I don't actually really like you.
So what is this, pregnancy stage or when the child is born?
Any fucking stage, bro.
Even the kids.
So why can't people put but my issue with that is,
any stage, bro.
Why can't both parties put their ego aside and look after the and co-parent?
Sometimes it's not just about, look, co-parent is different. You're not together if you're co-parent. That's different. We're talking about people that's together. A co-parent is just 2 separate.
No, but you're
people.
saying they're together, but the relationship is. But you're saying they're in a relationship, but it's eventually going to break down where they.
No, because some people ride it all the way down the line, bro. Some people do this till they get old, but they just despite each other the whole way. So they just never have a great relationship. They just have a shit relationship, and they'll always say it's for the kids.
But then that's a struggle of them. That's not ideal. Exactly,
but this is just the situation people get into when they don't make the right decision early enough. They think it's the right person, but they don't. Nobody actually wants to do the boring stuff and find out about the person. Find out if you actually really want to be with this person. Have a discussion about the future. No one wants to do that no more. Everyone wants to live in the moment. But then when the moment's over, I'm not looking at you saying that, you know what I'm saying? But when the moment's over and you have to deal with the responsibility that you've just created, nobody wants to fucking do that no more.
It's selfish because it goes down to the child.
And then you start seeing children in the shops throwing sweets off the fucking tills with parents doing all this, and boss man's looking like, I'm gonna have to clean this up when you lot leave, like, while going for this parent. This is where it leads to. You know what I'm saying? So, or fucking slamming doors and having to get your uncles to come and naff you up.
Yeah, that's a result of single parent.
It's not.
It is.
Because I'm from a single parent situation.
My mum's from a single parent situation.
And I wasn't slamming no fucking doors. I wasn't the greatest boy in the world, but I'm gonna be real with you, bruh. So when I was in that house, respect was real.
Like, you know what? I understand. It's like, you see, one thing that I always say as a parent, yeah, man, know this for first time. You see, one thing you need to make sure that you establish with your youth, you are the authority. That's where a lot of parents are. I'm gonna be friends with my youth, and so you do not want your youth. I'm not saying you don't want your youth to be like friendly with you and be able open but you need to know that your youth views you as an authoritative figure in their life. That's what you need. You need to make sure that is established from as early as. So you know them people. It's like quite cool where you hear them, they're out there. Yo, stop doing that. He knows to stop that, and then you have the people out there where, can you stop doing that, please? Come here. And then the youth will then come probably do it and then laugh in their face like, ha 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 ha, like.
You see them kids? Like, I want to push them in the road. I swear to God.
Like, you get me?
I'd advise everyone to just get a look, a sound, or a move. But when you can control the whole situation with a look, a sound, or a move, I'm telling you, You don't have to be it. What, you don't even have to shout at no one.
Yeah.
You just look and everyone knows. Yeah, I don't even want to.
But just say your name in a certain tone.
Yeah, literally.
You know already what time. Yeah.
Certain people start crying before they even know what's going on.
You know what time. Cool. No. Looking down you knows already that. You need to have that side, because if you don't have that, you have no control over your youth.
But but I only say that to say that's more useful for people who are worried about, their child going to school and being like, oh yeah, no, I got beats last night, and then phone calls start getting made, because certain kids are oblivious for the most part. Unless you tell your kids how to move and how to talk and make them understand why they're getting beats. That's one thing. Whether it's beats or whatever, when you're disciplining your child, you always have to make them understand what they've been disciplined for and the type of discipline that they're receiving.
It doesn't leave this room.
Because realistically,
this is our business.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to say it so specifically, but they'll understand, what it is. Because if they understand what you're doing, it's not just coming as some random attack.
Yeah. That's poor. That is a form of poor parenting, though. You see, that's one thing I always say. You see where the problem is with beating your child. Yeah, there's a big line. Yeah, and the line is, when you are initiating beats or beating your child, are you making it clear and aware to the child what exactly they are being beat for? So they have understanding, so they understand the point behind the discipline. Yeah, because if you're whooping a child, but they don't actually understand what they're doing wrong or what's wrong about whatever it is, that is where resentment will come from. You get me? Because they're gonna just go up and think, you just hit me for no reason.
They'll see it as abuse.
Yeah, that's exactly how it'll be seen to them. They're gonna, and so that's one thing I always say. So you need to be clear. It's cool. How if your parents gonna whoop your ass, you just say, cool. They know, cool. They're gonna ask you. It's so they'll ask certain questions. So the questions are leading you up to think now, and you're thinking, okay, it's this situation that's one time and then come on so where was you? What do you mean I was here? What time are you supposed to be here? And then you're thinking about the time, and the time you got in now, in your head you're thinking, oh crap, you've learned nah. So then if you get your ass whooped now, you're like, oh right, I came in late and I didn't say nothing. I aired out all the calls, the behavior, what has led you to getting your ass whooped. Not cool, you've come in and the next day they just see you and then whoop, because then it's cool. You need to make it know. You could get that, because you know what it is. Some people know. Because you see, if you've been getting disciplined, you already know certain disciplines don't need no speaking because you know better. But certain things where it's cool, it's a situation where you might not be aware of the wrong that you're doing or the discipline. You're still gonna get disciplined, but I'm gonna make you aware of what you're doing wrong. Because that, like I said, you can't always assume that a child knows, bro, because they're a child. You get it? Don't take them as they're a big girl and they should always know better. Remember, a child is still a child. They're not gonna all be all knowing and this and that. Certain things, you should have that connection with your child where you know that certain things they know better than to do that. You get me? Where there's certain things they might have done wrong and you're like, alright, I'm gonna have a speaking to you, so you're not even if I do whoop you as well, I'm still gonna speak to you because it's something that you may not know that you've done wrong. And that right there is the effort, putting effort into your parenting, because it's could you allow the child now to have made a mistake, seen the outcome, receive the discipline from it, and that allows the learning procedure. Do you get it? That's where you learn now. You associate the discipline what you received with making that wrong mistake. Yeah. So then you now know, cool. Yeah. Now I got my ass whooped last time, son. You know now, I shouldn't be doing that.
Some kids are hard to hear.
Yeah, no, but that's what I said earlier in the show. Yeah, I said certain kids, it's down to their innate personality where it's they're unruly. So it's even if you whoop their ass, or even if you explain it to them, they're just rebelling. Yeah, certain kids like that, it's hard to get around to the minute. You can't because you don't know how your kid's gonna turn out. You get it? You just have to hope that they come to. come the best way. Like, but you see, like,
I feel like certain parents start too late. Though.
Yeah, no, but that's I was just about to get. I was literally just about to say, yeah, because you see the unruliness. Yeah, I believe that is because
bad parenting.
No, exactly. That's because in the beginning, like
I wouldn't say bad parenting as a whole. I would just say. Because some parents don't want to do it too early because they feel like
bro, because it's a baby, bro.
Behavior.
Man, it's been set.
Nah, but you see, even as like a toddler, even as even from when 1.5 years old, yeah, you need to be instilling no from because like I said, some people literally, I've seen it. Will literally let a baby, it's just a baby. I'm thinking, no, you need to be telling them no so they know. Like you continuously say no, or you instill that. You get me from? It's not just because they're a baby you let them do. Because I said, alright, cool. When they get to a certain age, you think that they can't remember that they was allowed to do that. You don't know what a kid actually can remember, you know. So when you was letting them do it all that time, and then now you want to come and say no, they get all rebellious because to them it's been a normal thing that they've been allowed to do because you don't know what they remember doing. Like you don't. Like that's why when there's things they shouldn't be doing, you make it at the earliest point possible. Yeah, you make them know. Yeah, no, you don't do that. Stop that. It's like I'll show you one thing. I used to bite people. Yeah. My mom told me I used to bite people, innit? Yeah.
Psycho.
What do you mean psycho?
Psycho
I don't know why I used to bite people,
Crazy.
innit? Like she said I used to just bite people, yeah. And so you know what her said? She said one time I come up to her and I bit her in the hand. She said it hurt. She's like, you know what she done? She got my hand and bit me back here, and I never bit no one again.
This happened to my sister.
Never bit no one again. She said that was a lot. She said she bit me hard, like, and I was hurting. I never bit no one again after that time.
My sister bit my mum on the nose because my mum wouldn't give her no more of her chocolate. So my mum bit her back.
Yeah.
I was like, see, it hurt, innit?
Yeah.
And then my sister just
but literally, she done that one, and you look at like some people like, oh no, they would have just continued to allow the child to just bite people. Mom said, no. She said, right, you wanna bite me hard like that? She said, took my hand away and bit my hand.
If I tried that shit in my house, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
You gotta learn what that, but that's I'm talking about where. You see, like, she's realised, like, cool, when you used to bite people, first telling, and then it's like, it got to this stage, like, cool. And she clearly must have been telling me to stop doing it, but I kept doing it. So then I've kind of done it to her. So now she said, okay, it's time for you to, as the Jamaican saying goes, those who don't hear will feel.
So
yeah.
So that's a Jamaican.
Well, it's always been in my. It's always
Jamaican
been
proverb, mate.
Yeah, bro. Every like you leave it. Yeah. I didn't know that they had it. They had it back in your culture as well, bro. But it's just
I
a
didn't say
common
nothing
thing.
about my culture.
Nah, bro. Listen.
I said nothing about mine. I just said swear down it's yours. That's what I said.
Yeah, no. That's because that's one thing. Like it's a legendary thing, you know. It's a legendary thing that all like it's like all Jamaican parents always say, yo. That is because it's like, you know when they're telling you something, it's like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it's like, say, if you know that they warning this, they tell you, they say, yeah, those who don't hear will feel. So you know, like when like if you choose to make that, like you're gonna ignore what my warning to you, yeah. You know already what's like. The feeling is coming next, bro.
After
like yeah, like I don't want to hear because you know.
You still haven't felt clearly. You're still coming late.
Yeah, like,
we'll move on.
Man, drop that in there slowly.
That's just a little sprinkling of salt.
It was just a little bit of seasoning, you know what I mean? But anyway, Ayo.
Yo.
Rebellious.
I think no.
I used to be rebellious.
No way, where you going?
Sometimes it's good to be rebellious.
Oh, blimey. Okay, why? When is it good to be rebellious?
When you're starting a revolution, activism.
Okay.
When you're standing for what you believe in.
Okay, that's all valid.
For example, I used to be rebellious in church because they used to set up this propaganda that every Sunday everyone must dress up smart, and then before the service we're gonna have a meeting on how you should wear a tie and suit, and I purposely came wear jeans and a jumper. So
boy, I would have killed you if you were my child. I can't deal with that shit.
I had to stand my ground and say like, yo, it's not in the Bible.
I can't say nothing about it.
It's not in the Bible. Man has to wear.
Church, they used to wear tracksuits and shit up until a point. Because I thought, well, why can't I wear? I'm just neatly.
Exactly. So I had to stand my ground in them cases.
I don't think I need to wear it.
Being rebellious, dependent.
I'm looking at you like you have a fucking reference.
I used to go church. I chose to go church when I was 13. But my aunt
only that once.
What type of church?
No, I went for a time ago. I don't know.
Sometimes you need to be rebellious in life, man.
Watching certain things
not all the time,
to
though.
hell, and I was like, yeah, I ain't coming back here.
Why?
I'm gone. Can't tell
He
me
was one of them ones that watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch Hunter, innit?
I watched Charmed. I like Charmed.
Charmed. He was one of them.
Oh yeah, I watched Charmed on Channel 5, innit? When
Can't sleep around you,
Yeah,
girl.
it was on Living. Like, but,
the double bills and that.
yeah, but I never used to sit there and take it for gospel. But it was like, they used to say to me, oh no, you shouldn't watch that. You're going to go to hell if you watch that. And I thought, what the hell? I'm out of here.
I'm not going to lie. You probably will go to hell if you watch that. But only, I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy.
Thanks.
It sounds crazy, but I have to explain the craziness. No, I have to explain why it's not crazy.
You said that with a
Whoa.
whole straight face, you know?
No, because you know
I
why.
was opinionated. Flipping out.
No, but you have to think of it though. Why are you watching it? What are you being entertained by on that show?
Entertainment value.
It's just something to watch.
The same way someone can watch Avengers and think God's not real, there's superheroes and then they get gassed and like what? Like I feel like we just
you done did. You got
playing the film.
I mean, I haven't even.
I didn't get Chris
said
started.
Nothing, yeah.
It's coming. Watch.
Yeah, he's gonna go on.
Both of you lot have
start
just been.
fishing.
I haven't even said nothing.
But
You
I
lot
feel
have
it.
been mad defensive.
It's bubbling.
Like,
I
over
feel it.
Charmed and that.
No,
feel it.
it is,
Nothing.
yeah.
No, I'm
Bubbling.
just saying it was just like something to watch. It's just something I liked watching. So I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. It wasn't like I was sitting there rooting for the bad guy.
Right,
It was just something I watched. I was a kid. It was whatever.
Some villains are lit.
I heard
though.
that, I heard that.
Like,
Yeah, man, you got to root for the bad guys.
you see him? He's why I'm going to hell.
No,
I just want to sit here and mind my business. But I'm just
as long as
saying.
you're not rooting for Satan.
But to turn
then
around
it's
to
cool.
a child and say you're going to hell for that, it's a bit deep.
Yeah, no, you.
The 13-year-old, that's a bit deep. Like,
But do you know what they should have
It's
done?
not deep at all.
They should have broken it down for you.
It's not deep at all. If you think age has any bearing on your salvation, then you're sadly mistaken.
They
No,
should've-
but I just mean,
But they should have
like-
told you like the consequences and the witchcraft and you know.
okay, fine. And I
I'm
want to
broke.
sit
Oh,
there and
now
go,
you're
okay.
understanding stuff.
No.
Now we move to the next topic. What's
No,
the
let's
next
go.
topic,
Let's
bro?
go. We've done the next topic, the 2-parent households and that. We've done it.
No,
I like this topic, man.
Trying to get away from it.
I'm a Christian and I watch Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter. Yeah, let me sit here.
Anyway, any Christian that, because I know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably one of the only one of everyone that I know that hasn't watched past the first 40 minutes of that movie and of
Harry Potter.
of the first one.
Hey.
Did your
I
church do a
don't
campaign on not watching it?
So my mum is a minister.
You watch Harry Potter?
So
No, but
Oh, sucker man.
So you've never
Not
seen
now,
Harry Potter?
obviously.
none of
Still
the
watching it.
succession.
I read the books as well.
I'm not interested in
something
anything
else.
to do with witchcraft.
I heard you.
So you have to understand my point. I'm going to give you my point of view now. I'm not going to come back at you lot's thing where whatever you lot are expecting. I'm just going to explain
Nah, man, he's coming
who
at
I believe
Yeah.
what I have to get me. According to what I believe and the word that I read, it says in that scripture, "Suffer not a witch to live." And that's a very, very, very serious bar. Suffer not a witch to live. Do you know what that means? That means you shouldn't suffer a witch to live. That means you shouldn't even allow that in your presence, right? Now, God speaks very clearly on divination. He speaks very clearly on witchcraft. Very clearly. Now, if I'm going to, unfortunately, X out, and now I have to stand before him, and he's having that conversation with me, and he's like, why were you entertaining the things that you know I hate? And now you're telling me I was just watching it for entertainment value. Do you know what kind of disrespect that is? How am I supposed to be like, yeah, it's cool, but it's calm though. I was just watching it to laugh. And then what, walk into the gates? Because he's just going to let me do that because I wanted to disrespect him and still enjoy the fruits of his kingdom. How does that, how? I'm going to entertain his enemy, his enemy. I'm going to entertain the devil just because it's something to watch, because there's nothing else to watch. And then I'm going to try and say, no, but I can walk into your pure kingdom where that nothing of that can even enter. It's not allowed.
What if you repent all your sins before death?
But what? So you're just planning to entertain the devil up until you know when you're going to die and then repent. Obviously,
I'm just saying, like, you're
obviously,
old
if
now.
you
You
do,
don't remember everything
all right,
that
cool.
you've
Obviously,
done.
if you do all those things and you're about to, God forbid, die and you repent your sins, you're going to heaven. You're good. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about someone that just wants to ride their life entertaining what they know God don't like, but then still trying to reap the fruits of his kingdom. That's lukewarm, I lie.
So my rebuttal to you, so should we just only watch and
you don't even have to
indulge
watch
in
nothing,
Christian
bro.
content?
No, because I don't watch and indulge in Christian content. I'm not saying that. Because
But
I don't
that's what
even
you're kind of implying because, okay,
you know,
you can't watch witchcraft,
Can you let me
but
finish?
then we can watch people swearing and
Can you let me
sleeping with
finish?
each other.
Can you
Where's
let
the
me finish?
line
I
drawn?
never said that. Did I say that? Because I don't watch that either. I don't watch nothing. I don't actually watch nothing no more. Everybody knows this. Like, I don't watch nothing no more. Do you know why? Because I preed it. Every time I watch something, they'll either make a joke about God that I don't like. There's going to be sexual content that I don't want to influence me to go and feel like doing something sexual. There's going to be something in there that goes directly against the lifestyle I'm trying to live. So why, if I'm trying to... I remember what it says about getting in. The eye of a needle, bro. So why would I entertain or allow an open door for the enemy through something I'm taking in? The gates of my soul are my eyes, bro. So if all I'm doing is I can read my Bible, bro. I was in my house the other day and I was scrolling through Netflix and I scrolled through YouTube and I was like, shit, like there's bare things to watch, but there's actually nothing to watch. Like I could watch this, but I don't really feel like watching that. And my Bible was right there in the same room. And I kept looking at the Bible thinking, I know I should just read my Bible. Like I'm moving like reading my Bible as I'm acting like I'm going to have to do some ritual to read this Bible. It's nothing. It's just beautiful stories in there. I can just literally choose where I want to read and just read. And it's going to not only get me closer to my Creator, not only get me closer to where I'm trying to go, not only build my spirit and give me the tools I need to move correctly in this world. The same book that tells me the closer you get to me, the more people will move away from you because this life ain't for everyone. Right. What they call boring and I don't get... Yeah, you lot do your thing, but we'll know what happens on the end day. It's cool. It's real talk. I'm not... Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a perfect guy. You lot be hearing me swearing up on this podcast and all that, but I'm doing that from where I'm standing. If I'm now allowing things to come into me to influence me, then I really have no chance. It's a struggle, but what kind of struggle is it really if I'm opening the doors myself? If I'm saying, yeah, devil, come in and chill with me for a little while because it's fun. But then when I want to get serious, please go away. No, he's not listening to that no more. He's in now. You've let him in. And anybody that knows about this, all these, come on.
7 more demons with him.
Yes,
And all these galley that are not practicing all this divination thing and doing all these crystal things and all of this rubbish, they know themselves. They'll be the first to tell you to even get into that situation, you have to allow them in. They will tell you that for a fact. And once you allow him in, you think he's just gonna cut out because you said so. Nah. He's gonna entertain you for a while, and then when he starts fucking with you, it's peak.
He's gonna leave and come back with 7 more.
He might not even leave, he might just tell them to roll through.
Bring his legion.
So why? Why? For what? Remember, this world is not eternal, you know. Yeah. We're not here eternally. Where we go after, that's the eternity.
It's a distraction before we go in it.
So, like, please, and that's my answer. That's really my answer. I don't know. So you tell me now. Why should I compromise? Why?
I'm not saying compromise. I'm just saying
both of you.
Question.
Both of you.
Me personally, I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Sam has a question.
I can watch certain content and I believe I'm not going to help. That's me personally.
I watch certain content, but we're speaking specifically about content to do with witchcraft, bro. I'm not talking about nothing else.
Hold on, I didn't come for you. I just had an opinion. He came for you. That's
cool. But this whole thing started.
No, I'll argue this point.
This whole thing started when I said Sabrina.
Yeah.
And we know what that was about. It's about a witch.
Yeah, the witch. All
right, cool. I'm not speaking about no other type of any kind of genre show. Yeah. I'm speaking about that Sabrina specifically.
Which is actually.
And remember what happened to the girl that plays that thing? Yeah. So we ain't even gonna go there. Yeah, we can look that up on Google. You're
was she dead?
You can look that up. No, don't even try. I don't know. Just type in Sabrina Netflix and then go from there. Things will happen.
Sabrina, yeah.
Fam, yeah, that's the only thing. Cuz, just type in Sabrina Netflix. Because I was gonna try and get away from what we're talking about. He's trying to sneak out of there. I can see his eyes.
I see your point with it because the old Sabrina was comical based.
I don't care. No. That's how they get you.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Hear me out. Cool. That was more comical based. So it's like, okay, fine, whatever. You just brush it off. The newer Sabrina that they made,
It's dark.
What, is she dead?
it was more than dark. It was about her signing over her soul to the devil to get more power.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yeah, it goes in like they literally portray Lucifer himself in it. It's actually mad.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised though, because the world is run by demons.
But in comparison to the
The
old
New World
one, I'd
Order.
say the newer one is
Both of them.
What you said made me think, because it's like that one was a bit. That one had me
I'm just
questioning
saying.
a lot of shit because I thought, why would you put this like? It just seemed too detailed.
Just don't open the doors, man. Just don't open
Well, I
the
watched it,
doors.
so the door was open. But what I
No,
mean,
but
You can close that store.
You can close. Well,
What I
God
mean
can
is-
close that, but you know what I'm
I
saying?
watched it for my
You know?
creative writing stuff.
Yeah, I've had to watch some weird stuff for some film shit. I'm not gonna lie.
But it was odd. I was
Exactly.
just
That's what I'm
like, that's
saying.
a lot.
Where do you draw the line? Because we're all creators. We all need to watch stuff to be inspired
There's a need.
or to learn certain
There's
things.
a
Don't let it
need.
take over your life.
There
That's
is
what I'm
a
saying.
need,
Exactly.
bro. No, there's a need. And that was we're not studying. I could have left that class. It was a uni lecture. I didn't even have to stay in that class. You can literally walk out while it's going on. They won't tell you nothing.
True, don't look at you.
Like, do you know what I'm
Come
saying?
back
So
here. Where
there's
you
a
going?
need, and then there's a I stayed. There's a need, and then there was a I clicked on it. There's a need, and then there's a I watched it. We don't need to do everything that we did, but we just did it. We made the choices. Like I said, all the choices I make are not correct, and all the choices I've made are definitely not correct. But I know where I'm trying to go to. I know the things that I'm now trying to not allow in my life. You feel me? So now to the point where, I don't have no music on my phone. I don't like, and I've been that way for a long time. When I'm around the man them and they're playing shit, I don't know who's who, bruv. For years, people be playing music. I don't know who the fuck is who. Because I just don't listen to it. And not because I feel like there's anything wrong with it. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with anyone listening to it. But for me personally, every time I listen to it, my spirit gets irritated. Because it's not glorifying anything that I'm not saying everyone has to do praise God, hallelujah all the time.
Everyone has to still.
No, but hold on, real talk. Because I make music too. I'm not saying everyone has to do that. But when your music is directly going against what I believe in, now I have a problem with it. And every single fucking thing is doing that now. And that's the agenda right now. Go against God. Look at everything, bro. Why is everything a blaspheme? We were talking about it the other day. Go through the history of TV, film, radio. Who is the most insulted group in the world? Christians, bro.
Yeah.
From the beginning of time. Why? We pick on no one, you know. Everyone makes fun of us because we're apparently weak. We allow everyone to bully us, but you still bully us. We do nothing to no one. Our thing is be nice, be good, be peaceful. Yeah, fuck these, man. What?
It's true.
How does that make any sense? Out of
them
every
wants to
group
push
in the
us around.
world. So, but when we speak, everybody hates it because it rubs you the wrong way. Because them demons, they're not happy. They're getting irritated. They want you to carry on living that life. But flip that. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, blood, as I drink my SD.
Can you just end it seriously?
The Christian walk ain't easy still. All need to be saved, man. Jesus come back soon. Huh?
Walk of faith, I would say.
Yeah, man. The spiritual walk is not easy, man.
It's not easy. But it's not hard.
Do you know what? I started listening to some gospel music the other day. I swear to you.
Really? Who did you listen to?
I can't remember his name.
Kirk Franklin.
The storm is over.
No, but I don't know. It really resonated.
Oh, there's that R. Kelly. Oh my
and
gosh.
I was like,
I went.
Oh yeah, R. Kelly used to do gospel, man.
Yeah, R. Kelly's my
Donnie
guy.
McClurkin.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
went through
cold
some
still.
stuff as well. But hold tight, Donnie
Yeah.
McClurkin though.
But some of his stuff really resonated with me.
Back
I
in the
thought,
80s though.
Ah, crap. here
I'm
we
happy to hear that. I haven't
just
listened to
sat there
gospel
like,
in a while.
What?
I don't know. I might attempt
Would
going
you
to
listen to
church
anyone
again.
else?
You know what? That's cold.
No, like I just had
I've been
like
watching
a
it
couple
online.
of his songs just on a loop.
I'll put you on some
I have
gospel
no,
music, man.
I have no idea why.
Yeah, you need to put me on some gospel music.
I'll put everyone on some gospel music, man.
I need some.
But it just got me, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I like his stuff, man. Well, his older stuff,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, his older stuff is crazy still.
The gospel music of today is a bit, I don't know, man. But that's the topic for another episode still.
Why?
Huh?
I say,
Nah, I don't know, man. I've got a great with gospel music and Christian content in general. It's just too meaty, too basic, too.
I agree.
Too
with
meaty
you.
to
I agree.
you.
I get why I
It's
was
not too
coming
meaty.
from.
I feel like
I
they're
get
just
why
trying
I
to
was
be
coming
like,
from.
whatever's trending, you're trying to make a Christian
They're
like.
copy and trend store.
Like WAP came out, you're doing a Christian WAP, worship and praise. Like, come on, man. Like,
What?
guys? Yeah, did you know there's a Christian?
What?
Gotta love the
There's a
take
gospel.
on that,
There's a
though.
gospel
I
remix to WAP.
mean, they went.
You gotta love the
No,
word.
Very coincidental.
it's cheesy, man.
But what?
Yeah, worship and praise, but I've never heard it. I don't want to hear it.
It's
I know
cheesy,
it
but
is,
it
yeah.
works.
I'm not saying
To who?
anything against it.
But it's
I
just a
don't
good
hear that.
title, isn't it?
Nah, man.
Christian
They
rock,
went in.
yeah.
Nah,
They
man.
And people are
reclaimed
sitting there like,
the
What? And
WAP.
it's
Nah,
not.
man. Meaty still.
Yeah, I don't know
saying.
about that one there still.
whatever they got doing their publishing, knew what they were doing. And that one.
Yeah, you used to bust me on some.
Well, because if you type in WAP, that would come up, no?
No, Megan Thee Stallion and what's her name?
Yeah, but you end up seeing it eventually.
And Cardi, yeah, sorry, no, I'm not even trying to rub that
I'm
thing
just
out.
saying,
Wet
though,
ass
but you
pussy
see
is
it.
what's covered up.
Exactly.
It's real.
You know the what's coming up, so don't try it.
No, you've been quiet this whole
That
time.
foul language, yeah.
Quiet the whole time.
What a way to break your silence, mate.
No, I'm just saying it just seems like a good marketing strategy.
I mean, I think it is.
No, brilliant marketing.
Is it on,
I'm
is it on
that.
views? Like,
No, I said the brilliant marketing.
yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Wow.
But obviously, it's like with the original connotation of it. Why would you really want to associate that?
Exactly.
So I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense, like because
It's a bit mad.
the
Maybe
original.
they want to steer people away from that and into Christianity.
No, but already, if gospel or Christian, whatever you want to call it, has a stigma of it's corny, and then you see that, you're gonna think, nah, this is not serious.
Surely. I'm sorry. What?
It's not serious. But
Shall we do some
I'm just
freestyles?
saying it was alright.
Let's do some freestyles, man. Fuck it, let's do this thing, man.
What,
Shine,
you
go
two-
first.
you and T's gonna rap, yeah?
What part of I
don't
don't
rap.
freestyle?
I don't know what you're saying.
Read it. I do not freestyle.
Hey, lads.
Comprende?
Oh, you trying to... Did your eyes just do that thing?
What thing?
Are you a reptilian? Did your eyes just do that line thing and then go back to normal?
Well, if they did, then can I shed off this old skin so I can have like this new glowy one underneath?
Oh, I think I just exposed some shit. Yeah, I better move away from that motherfucker over there. I'm playing games.
Someone throw some holy water in there.
Nah. Don't waste the water, man. Just throw some normal water.
Do you know
I'm
what?
just
I had
playing
the
games.
weirdest dream last night.
What was it?
Someone. Oh,
My
I can't
my
even
room
say
was
that.
haunted, and there was this little kid under the sheet, and I was trying to get holy water, and I couldn't leave my house to get the holy water. Bruv, it was mental.
What are you talking about, man?
He said throw holy water, and it just triggered my brain to think about this.
What?
Yeah, it freaked me out. I couldn't wake up or anything. It
Swallow
freaked
that
me out.
Sabrina, man.
Yeah, trust me.
I didn't watch Sabrina.
You thought it was a dream. This time it's real life action.
But,
You know what it was?
Sabrina.
You probably just.
Oh,
Yeah.
trying to get holy water.
No,
Did you
I think
pray?
it was all the alcohol I drank.
Right.
I
I don't. Alcohol's never really been that.
That gets you closer to them.
Just. Yeah,
Even
but
time.
oh no, Mally!
Everyone loves that bar, man.
Gee, I was just. Mally, don't do that,
I'm
bro.
sorry, I'm so
I was just
lost.
about to say, bro, but you ain't heard the term demon time.
Demon.
I stopped saying that because I drink Rare Nephews a lot. I was drinking it yesterday.
You hear what's happening to Rain now?
Yeah,
The
you have to
diesel.
be careful.
Oh yeah, I saw they put diesel on that.
Then you
Allow
see
it, man.
me and Cam was posting up, fam.
Yeah.
And Rare Nephew responded, bloods.
This is why you don't drink.
Talking about, they responded, bro. They were like, nah, man, well, everything's good. And they said, if it ain't got the red seal, and when you break it, if the thing don't crumble into pieces, it's fake blood. So
Yeah, no, the
you get
seal
me?
breaks up into
Yeah,
four like
breaks up
different
into
segments.
pieces.
Yeah.
So they said it needs to break up into pieces and it needs to have the red seal. You get me?
So what, man are selling fake Ray, yeah?
Yeah,
With
bro.
diesel.
Laced with diesel blood, and I know I've had one of them batches there, fam.
30, fam. Man's a real rare nephew.
What, from
drinker.
Bossman, yeah?
Even that rum bar thing, I think that's just pure diesel, because with a little water in there or something, fam. Some aspirin, fam. I'm telling you, fam.
Bro, I'm telling you, because
That thing is
there's
wild,
certain
fam.
rays that I've drunk here, and I'm like, bro, Ray Nephew is all I drink as an alcohol. Yeah? I'm tasting it, and I'm like, bro, this just tastes funky, bro. Like, it tastes different. It tastes mad different. And I was like, one time I was drinking it as well, because you don't actually know when this has been put in circulation, bro. You know, this could have been in circulation from time ago, bro, and people are just finding out. You get it? Because you know, like these things only become aware until, let's say, enough people get sick, and then they link the correlation, bro. So these things will be flying about. They'll be sitting on shop shelves, and people don't know, bro. Like now that everyone knows about it, it's probably because someone's got sick and they've managed to somehow tie it to the Ray and nephew. So it's not alright, cool. Where did you look? You're looking at the bottle and you're thinking, this bottle's a bit funky, you know, fam. Like it's a bit strange. Like this wasn't it wasn't tasting really like Ray. But obviously,
Still drank it at that.
yeah. Because you know what it is?
See, something looks funny to me. I'm taking it back. Why does it look like this? No,
but you know what it is?
Yeah.
I haven't seen these fake Ray. Like, my thing is,
follow that,
just
boy.
I ain't seen all these fake Ray bottles or whatever. That's what I'm saying. We ain't seen it.
From it
Nah.
because we were holding.
Yeah,
it,
because man was like, you know,
we
when
were
you're
shouting demon time on the block, drinking fake Ray and nephews. You know, blood. Fake. It wasn't even real,
shouting
blood.
demon time, you know.
All of us, cuz. Bro, you see
I
on my
drink
block
Ray and
personally,
nephews,
yeah?
so-
I don't know. In my house, in the last 2 years, I know I've seen many bottles of Ray and nephews. You see on the
100%.
block, bro,
Yeah.
where man used to chill up. My Mac's even down, fam. I'm here talking. You see on the block, bro, yeah? Where man used to be doing block stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, you could... 5 bottles between like 3-4 man. That's not reasonable. You only got 2 passers-by that got 1 cup each. That's not reasonable in one day. That's not reasonable.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
You gonna say some BS? Okay.
Demon time. You invited the demons to drink with you, bro.
Bro, we were drinking like we could just do it, blood.
Nah, I heard that. This is facts. Because I used to always say this. You know, one thing man learned as a Ray drinker, people used to say, "Oh,
I ain't gonna lie.
how do you drink
a
it?"
demon time clip? You have to throw it up.
Fair,
You have to throw it
I
up.
have to still.
You have to, yeah.
Like, you know what I've noticed about drinking Ray nephews? I always say this. Yeah, people drink Ray nephews like it's normal, like it's normal alcohol, and I say, fam, that's where a lot of people fail with Ray nephews because it's not like
I
a
drink it
Henny
like it's normal.
or it's
Fuck
not.
it. I should have bought some Ray today, man.
Nah,
It's horrible.
I'm
I
bringing Ray
drink it like
next
it's
week.
normal, but that's
Do
because you know
that
how
Ray
to
next
drink it. There's a way to drink
Don't
out
worry.
Rays, bro. Telling you, fam. People
Alright,
be
we're gonna, what if I make it in
people
a
trying
fruit
to
punch?
down.
Yes.
Yeah, with this lovely thing here, right here, bro. You get me, fam. But people don't know how to drink it, bro. That's why it rubs them out
sorry,
and rubs them the wrong way. Cause think about it, yeah. How much more? It's got 23% more. Yeah, alcohol, like its purity is 23% more. Yeah,
after.
that is basically a quarter. Yeah, a whole 25%. It's 2% off being a whole 25% stronger than stuff like Hennessy, like normal stuff on the thing. Think about that.
That's some
Yeah.
real shit, what he's saying.
Bro, people think about that. That's a
number
big
still.
percent. It's not like 5% or
That's a big
10%.
fucking
Bro, it's 25% higher than the other thing, and people will be backing it, yeah, like it's Henny and that. And I'm thinking about, like, cool, Henny and these drinks, you see what they do to people? They get bursts off it. So you're saying you're gonna drink something that's 23% more potent, and you think that you're gonna be okay, bro? Bro,
Maybe
I
they
always
want the
say,
demon time, innit?
bro, it's facts, bro. Because you know one thing I always say, yeah. Especially when it comes to linking gal, they said, "Yo, slap some rays in me," and it's the demon in me. It's there, bro. It's there.
Oh my god!
Nah, I'm gonna lie.
I repeat that, but
Nah, but I know what P said.
Yeah, bro, G, hey, G,
Demon in
I bro,
You know what's
it's
live?
G, it's a different type of wave, and I've measured it, you know.
Listen.
I've had one
I've measured
drink
it because you see from
that has
Hennessy
been nice
and
with
brown
my
drink.
nephews, but
What was
other
it
than
mixed
that,
with?
I can't remember. It was in Turtle Bay.
No, anyway.
Okay. Man said,
okay. Anyway,
I was not rating Turtle Bay.
I don't eat Turtle Bay
by that
food, but I
anyway.
like their
No,
cocktails.
you know what? You
I
saved
said
yourself by saying, because I was about to
Yeah,
say, what you
their
eat.
food.
I'll show you what
I was
the
about to say what you
food
eat
is.
from there, yeah? As you can, if you're eating from there, I'm like,
Nah,
look at you
beer,
sideways.
I'm not even gonna
Drinks,
comment
not
on
food.
Turtle Bay,
I
man.
gotta look at
Yeah.
you sideways, bro.
I don't do
You
food.
don't
You
be
see,
going
if I'm
there to be
hungry,
eating food. man.
I will go and
It's
get a
insulting my culture.
burger
I'll
from
speak to
there.
you
I'm
about
not getting
Turtle
West
Bay, they're
Indian
like,
food.
Bro, it
Finish
insults
at
my
home.
culture, bro.
Don't go in there. It's not black foods.
Yeah,
not,
bro.
It's
man.
not.
It's West Indian food cooked
My
by
sister
Russians.
and I felt like being adventurous, yeah.
But I said it's gentrified. It
My
was
sister and I felt like being
Indian.
adventurous. And we thought, let's see what
That's
their
what they
curry comes
gentrified
about,
the West
whatever.
Indian.
So we ordered their food just to see what it was like. Because it was like, let's
Man
see.
bought curry water, bro.
When we saw it, we were like, what is this? Rice and peas was white.
Yeah, bro.
White.
All of that. Bro,
White.
the curry goat didn't have no gravy. It was
seasoning.
like soup, like water,
No,
bro. Like,
no.
Yeah,
what?
I was like,
eating curry goat with no gravy, man. That's
The only thing I've eaten from there are their burgers, and even those are dead. But I've
was
needed
made by
something to line
Vladimir,
my
innit?
stomach. I'm
That's
like,
mad.
if I know I'm gonna be drinking, I need to eat something.
It was made by Vladimir and Yacht Club.
Yeah, me, bro.
Vladimir, you're not blood.
But when you see it, you're like, ugh. Like I even got like halloumi fries as a starter once. Tell me why it came with seasoned watermelon. What the fuck was that?
Fam, I wear the blood.
Season what?
Seasoned
Man said
watermelon.
seasoned
Well,
watermelon.
not in America, man.
I wear the blood, tea.
And the halloumi wasn't even fried. It was just
I wear the
slices of
bumble all
halloumi.
them I dealing.
The violated stuff.
was
Yeah,
like-
man.
You say moist halloumi, like?
Yeah,
that's mad.
But
That's
with
wild,
watermelon,
Nah. What's going on?
I just sat there like, what is
shit,
this?
I already got one.
I didn't even eat it.
All my references from this place have all been negative.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Bro, I
The only
got.
thing that's nice are their
Someone
drinks.
said
I got a
literally,
vendetta
I was
against
Shan,
them.
why? I was literally about to say the only thing that's ever been complimented is the cocktails.
Yeah, literally that.
Like go there for the cocktails, but
Their
don't eat no
cocktails
food.
are
bro.
life.
Man, them are going there to eat food, fam. They're eating poor.
That's mad.
I said pork.
Their taste buds aren't
Fam, their
developed.
taste buds are in poverty, bro.
Yeah, but it's just for them demographics, isn't it?
This.
Hey,
Ah, I just can't even.
baby.
Yeah. Like,
Gosh,
wait till we
Do you
are
know
there.
do you know where's really nice for drinks and food?
What?
Rum Kitchen.
Rum Kitchen.
In Camden.
I went to the one in Shoreditch.
No, yeah, I think I've been there still.
Their
to that
food's
one.
alright. I think I got the jerk pork belly
I need to go there still.
with rice and peas and coleslaw
Take
and salad.
one
And
sweet
it was
one
alright.
there.
I ate most of
Relax,
it.
I hope, like, you know.
No, it's
don't
really
want that.
nice. And their cocktails are nice. Not as nice as Turtle Bay. I feel like if Turtle Bay had that quality of food, Turtle Bay would be way more successful.
Exactly, but they need to get the
Bro,
Jamaican chefs.
not
man.
one time I've ever got
They
that
just
good.
need
It's
to
been
get
good. I don't
something,
want
not
it.
do it from a cookbook. They need to get like a grandma in there.
Yeah.
What do you mean a grandma for what?
You know the
To
grandma with
cook
the
them
skinny,
old
what-
school like
skinny
what-
legs
no,
and the
what
jello
restaurant
arms.
was
That's
you
what they
talking
need,
about?
fam.
Turtle
Man.
Bay.
Turtle Bay.
Yeah, they
Bro.
they just need a couple grannies
That whole
in there.
establishment needs
Where
to
the recipes are
go
all in their head and
bankrupt. bro.
Janae.
It's to go bankrupt.
Fam, it's plagiarism, bro. They're frauds.
plagiarism.
It's plagiarism, bro. How
You
dare
can't call it a Caribbean restaurant
bro?
when your
You
food's
get
not
bro the
Caribbean.
audacity to even refer to that as a Caribbean restaurant. Which part, fam? You get me, fam? How you chat, bro? You ain't waiting 1 hour for your food. That ain't no Caribbean restaurant, bro.
I mean,
Like.
You're supposed to be waiting 1 hour for you.
I know you're not supposed to be waiting, but that's a Caribbean restaurant.
Yeah,
you
they're
see,
not giving you
there's a
attitude, there's not a Caribbean
fundamental
restaurant
difference,
still.
bro. Gee, you know what? You look, man.
there's no
look-
woman with an
right, look,
attitude. You know it's
Yeah,
dead.
it's gonna be dead.
Dead.
I tell you, let me give you a fun fact. Last time I went to Jamaica, yeah, man went to a restaurant, yeah. Man, they thought over here was bad, bro. I went to the restaurant. Man's like, yeah, looking forward to it. Man's like, hungry. First time that man's gonna be eating out at a proper restaurant in Jamaica, yeah, because usually man would just eat from my family and that when I'm there, innit? So I was like, yeah, we're actually going out to a restaurant. We went there. Me thinking because we're going to a restaurant, I'm not eating enough. Like I didn't eat nothing. I'm looking forward to it. Like, yeah, this is gonna slap. Man's eating in the motherland. Gone there. The man there brought out man starters, yeah. Bro, the starters come out after 45 minutes, bro. The starters, bro. The starters, bro.
Wow.
G, they bought the drinks 20 minutes after the starters, bro. Like, so you're supposed to get your drink first, bro.
Yeah. it's
Firstly,
drink, starter,
it's a sales technique. You give them the drink first, so they drink the drink quicker, so they buy another one. That's just to put that there. But they've put it 20 minutes after the starters. So deep it was 45 minutes for the starters, bro. So that means we're an hour in, G. Yeah, man, sitting there, bro. G, I'm sure it was almost another hour. It was like about 50 something minutes, bro. Have gone by, bro, before they brought out man's main course. G, man was you see after like 30 minutes
Was the
after
food
all of
good?
that. Yeah, do you know what was mad? The food was leng. This is no, but
I wouldn't
G,
even complain
G,
then,
no,
cool.
but you see what it is? It's crazy because man was mad hungry. So it's like you see when it's different when you're not hungry. The
so you
time
don't know if
I
it
was
was good
literally
because-
starving, sitting
Yeah.
there like starving, bro. Like after the whole 30 minutes has gone by, yeah. After man's got the juice, I was like. The juice is all like care, you know. I'm like, bro, I'm like, what's going on with the food, bro? Like, how have they taken 45 minutes to bring the starters and you're telling me the mains isn't there already? Like, isn't
Yeah.
ready to go? Like I thought, you know what I
After
thought
the
is,
starters, the mains
I
should be
thought the
there.
mains was coming straight because I was thinking it's been 45 minutes. Yeah, so you know, like I was looking at my mum. My mum's just like, oh no, this is just like she just put it. I was like, yeah, it's Jamaica. I was thinking, cuzzy fam, these man are living in, bro. they're living in the 80s, bro, fam. Like, that's the service. In terms of service, it's what shows Jamaica. That's why, like I say, you go to Caribbean. You see that when you go to the Caribbean shop, this is where, and then you see how I experienced that, and I said, okay, it makes sense now. Like, like, you know, as soon as I sat there, I said, it makes so much sense why when you go to these Caribbean shops, like even the other day I was in Brown Eagle, bro, there was 3 people in front of me. Yeah. Why did it take?
I missed that place, man.
It took 30 minutes. I was in the shop for 30 minutes, bro, before I got my food. Yeah. And I said to myself, bro, there was only 3 people. But it's like I say, if you see the pace and the rate that you're doing, it's like there is no sense of urgency to get this person. This person can forget the customers that are piling up, because you know you automatically program, like, you know, like when anyone in a shop, or when they start to see there's a queue building up here, you start to move a bit more quicker.
Yeah.
It's like it's like, bro.
They're just like, oh yeah, I see the 50 customers, but you know, I'm dealing.
It don't matter, bro. You know how bad it was? Like 2 people came in the shop and then they left, bro, because they're like I said that from me waiting there, I've seen the man come. He's waiting like 10 minutes here. He just walked out. The man just walked out the shop because he's realizing, like, yo, I've stood there for 10 minutes and the person who's at the till is still at the till, bro. Like, and then my man's he's even arguing with her now. But yo, you're gonna have us waiting all day. I'm just
that's
like,
the worst thing, you know.
I'm like,
don't
brother,
keep you there waiting.
No, but you know, I'm just thinking,
like,
brother, I beg you, yeah, like same way you're waiting, we're waiting here. I beg you, just move on, bro, so they can just, you get me? Because he's there going back and forth with her. Like, I'm thinking, brother, like you should know this, bro. If you come Caribbean shop, you should know already what they're with, bro. The only time you're getting your food quick, you know, when you go is when you walk in there and there's not a soul in the queue, bro. That's the only time. You see when you walk in, you see when I walk into, if I ever walk into that shop, yeah, and there's no one at the till, I was just like, yes, bro, fam. Because I see, the moment I see like 2 or 3 people, I'm thinking, oh, bro, we're in for a wait, bro. Like, cause it's not like it's not a quick grab and go, bro. It's like, yo, man, I might as well just have built a ziggy to just bun outside. It's like, yo, big man, I'm after you.
Urgency
like,
and
I'm gonna come back, bro.
Even Peppers and Spice, they move.
Oh nah, man, that is worse.
Peppers and Spice, I've watched them had a full-blown conversation in the kitchen, yeah, and I'm like, but can I have my patties and cocoa bread?
Stop eating that worse, man.
Stop eating that one.
No, it's only because the other patty shop I went to didn't have the patties I needed.
Spice is nice.
Pepper and Spice, I ain't been in
if
a
you get
hot
food from
minute.
Peppers and Spice, it's washed out. It's like they seasoned it, washed off the seasoning, and then cooked it.
Food from
Weak.
Pepper Spice. I just get patties.
Yeah, the patties are.
Yeah, patties is
The cocoa bread's
the
good.
cocoa bread.
It's
Yeah, that's
soft,
the
it's
only
soft.
thing.
Peppers and Spice
That's
is
the old.
better than brown and you.
What?
Yes, Smiley.
Are
No.
you alright?
Yes.
Give you a simple.
Yes, it is. 100%.
No, it's not.
I don't rate brown eagles.
Yeah.
Fam.
Go on.
Nah, man.
Peppers and Spice.
I don't rate them
porridge.
either, but.
Come on.
Yeah. If
Early.
How you not doing porridge on your yardie shop? Don't piss me off. You're done out here.
Nah, bro.
You're done out here.
I'm not gonna lie.
Words
I rate
affect me.
Peppers
I only
over
like
Brown
my
Eagle
words,
any
so-
day. If
Nah,
I'm
bro.
going to
Nah, bro.
Brown Eagles is dead slightly.
Nah,
still.
Nah, bro.
Done out
Very
here.
generic dry rice.
Done out here, bro.
Nah,
Peppers.
Just dries out your
Peppers
I
and-
throat.
don't
Fried
even eat
chicken.
peppers like that, but it's much better than brown.
Peppers and
No,
Spice.
Brown Eagle's
Peppers and
nicer.
Spices in the
it's
dirt.
Do you know what? There's another Caribbean shop. It's on Bouncers Road. That Caribbean shop is nice.
On Bounces Road, bro.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I can't remember.
bro,
I
I
can't even
don't
lie
know,
to you.
bro.
All I know is
That
I had the
must be
stewed
new.
chicken there from like once, and I was like, whoa, this was nice. Like this was
So-
really
so your mouth
nice.
alight.
I was like, this is really nice. Fuck off, Mally.
I said,
Oh,
set your
my
mouth
Mally.
alight.
Wow, you two are sick.
I caught that late.
Man,
I clocked that.
Anyway,
that was
no,
classy.
it's not new. It's been there for a few years.
So what's your favourite meat?